Okay, so this is Robotron 64, obviously on the Nintendo 64. And this game's sort of like an updated take on the Robotron 2084 arcade game. It's got a cool intro here. You can see this guy playing the original Robotron 2084 cab. This one has a lot of replay value to it. You can always go back and find something interesting about it. It just has a myriad of levels, I believe somewhere in the range of 150 to 200 levels, something insane like that. It also features a pretty interesting two-player mode. It's not like you have two characters on the grid running around shooting. The way it works basically is with your two different N64 controllers, one player controls the main character's shooting abilities, and the other one controls his movement. So it's really interesting. You have to kind of put your heads together to make it work. I'll show you some gameplay. The first 2 or 3 levels, it kind of starts off a bit slow, but rapidly the pace picks up and it gets pretty insane fairly quickly. And these human characters that you see walking around, you kind of have to get to them, save them before the enemies kill them, and increases your score and point total, and in doing that you also gain more lives. As you can see, you start off with 2 lives, but you keep playing through it, you get up to like 20, 30, 40 lives, and you definitely need it when you get to like stage 70, 80. It just becomes really pretty difficult at that point. It's the mark of good game design, I believe. These arcade-style games and arcade games, having a very simple concept, but something that it takes you a while. You have to come back and play a lot to actually master. It's got some really awesome music, some funny stage titles. Beware the insidious brains. This human over here. Yeah, just a lot of fun. I mean, I've had this game for, I don't even know how long, seemingly forever. And, yeah, playing it right now, just going back and playing it, it's just as enjoyable as the first day I got it. I suppose you can't really ask for much more than that in a video game experience. Yeah, the music really kind of helps contribute to just the wild and crazy kind of just fervid pace of it. Yeah, if you've never played this one, or you'd be interested in owning it, this would be one of the cheaper titles you'll be able to find. Just, you know, I can't imagine a loose cart would go for much more than, you know, a couple of bucks, really. There's a double blaster, or a rapid shot. You will die. Gotta love that title. You know, going around and trying to save the human characters on the board will put you in harm's way a little bit more. It'll, you know, you'll be risking death slightly more so. But I mean, it really is important if you do wish to play through the 100, 200, whatever levels, whatever amount of levels it is. I can't really remember, but it's something insane like that. So you really want to build up like 30 or 40 lives. It's just really beneficial when you get up near stage 100 or so, because at that point, it's total mayhem. You barely have any room to maneuver around the grid at all. I mean, as you can see, even just this far into the game, things are kind of cramped. So you can only imagine what it's like later on. And some of those like flashing, fluorescent, just crazily colored shots, you know, they're pretty quick, and when you're looking at all the stuff on the screen, it's quite easy to kind of look away for a second and miss those, and they'll take you out pretty quickly. These spiked inner tube looking things as well, they just come flying around the screen really quickly. Kind of like heat-seeking missiles coming right at you. Just immense replay value, really high fun factor. A game I would recommend to anyone. Oh no. Those shoes there kind of increase the speed at which your character moves. As you can see here, we have some these yellow enemies that kind of fly around. They'll hover around like right over you, try to drop right on top of you. Kind of wait for them to drop, and sometimes they drop like literally like, you know, just centimeters from where you are. And here's a cool like kind of bonus stage. These little bonus levels are actually, they're pretty important too, to get a lot of points, and as a result, get more lives. Ah. But anyway, just wanted to give you a little look at this game. It's a pretty cool one. You know, I don't seem to recall that it was as popular as it should have been, so maybe some people didn't really get a chance to see it back in the day when it came out. So, yeah, if you didn't see it back then, I hope you kind of enjoyed just seeing a little look at it now. And if you love these arcade-style games, you love the Robotron 2084, then you'll probably be a huge fan of this one as well. And with such a cheap price tag on this one now, at least I'd imagine it would be pretty cheap. Yeah, there's no reason not to own it if you have an N64 and love arcade-style games. So definitely check it out. Yeah, that's Robotron 64 for the N64. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.